channel. I'm the amateur, meaning I'm not a professional. I don't claim to know a lot about one particular subject, and I tend to be pretty mediocre about many subjects. So on this particular episode, we're talking about politics, and specifically the right to life, or the pro-choice versus the pro-life argument. So this is going to be done in a set of series. So this is the first one. If you're pro-choice, here's how to make your argument a little bit stronger, because right now what I've been seeing is not been the greatest. So the first thing that you need to do if you're pro-choice is you need to admit that it is a human being within the womb. That's like an irrefutable point, and if you say anything otherwise, you just kind of sound like not smart. Not trying to be insulting or anything. This is what it is, because one, from human begets another human. Okay, it's not a dog, it's not a frog, it's not a cat, it's not a cow, it's not a plant, it's another human. Like, there's no other type of DNA that it can be, and it is a living organism. So the same characteristics that we use to define bacteria are the same characteristics that apply to that fetus inside the womb. So yes, it is a human, it is a living organism. Together, it is a human living, did I say organism? Orgasm. It is a human living orgasm. Dang it! It's a human living organism, or, living organism is also synonymous for life form. So it's a human life form, it's human life. Not debatable. I guess that is what it is. So one, just accept that. You can say, because everyone likes to say, oh, it's just a fetus. Fetus is just Latin for offspring or baby. So saying fetus is also saying baby. There's really no difference there. So once that's established, the next thing is my body, my choice. And I'm sure what most my body, my choice means is that they want that bodily autonomy. But that's just not how that works. That's just not how that works. Yeah, my body, my choice is not, again, we established this as its own separate living organism within the woman. It's not a parasite. One, parasite, by nature, inherently means that it's another species that's feeding off of the woman at the detriment of that person, and that's not the case. When a mother has a baby, it's a symbiotic relationship of the uterus doing exactly what it was made to do when it's been impregnated. This goes for literally every single mammalian species across the animal kingdom, so it's no different for the human being. And then, so again, with body autonomy, again, for the woman, it's my body, my choice, meaning if I want my uterus to be used, then I don't have to let someone else use it. And they try to bring up the violinist argument, as far as hey, no one's going to force me to attach myself to a complete stranger, because that would be unethical. However, when it comes to motherhood, there's just legal obligations that apply to parents and caregivers that just don't apply to other people. You cannot leave your child outside of the house in the cold, fed and hungry. That would be negligence. And so that is your offspring that's in the womb. The same thing could be applied there, should be applied there. That's besides the point. So what it really boils down to is that this is a human being inside the mother's womb, but the pro-choice wants to treat that person legally as property. It sounds bad because it is bad, but that's essentially what is being said. So the pro-choice argument says, this is my property. I get to do with it whatever I want, and that should be legal. I should not face any consequences for doing such. The pro-choice argument says, the pro-life argument is saying that the right to life is something that is inherent to every single human being. By nature of being human, is not something that needs to be earned or deserved by delivery. Gosh darn it. Actually, is that it is a human being, it is a human life form, and it does matter how we want to define its treatment. because everyone should be able to be treated the same under the law. So either all of the babies in the womb should be treated as property, or all of them should be treated as a human life that has that right to life by nature of being human. And if you're interested in hearing more, we'll talk about what the potential implications can be of either or. Don't forget to comment if you found any issues or points of contradiction with this. This is very simplified. It's really not a hard concept, but it doesn't tend to invoke a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings, and so that tends to complicate a lot of things. So again, please drop a comment on what you think of that synopsis of the summary of those two arguments. And yeah, catch me in the next video.